Oh, you almost have it. Get it. Get that dirt.
Hello everyone, Larissa here, and this is episode 1 in my series, Our House in the Trees, where I will be chronicling the process of building our sustainable home on 40 acres of land in Parkland, Alberta, which is in, of course, Canada. So for those of you who have never watched any of my videos before or visited my blog of housesandtrees.com, we purchased this property 8 years ago, and I have been working on the house design since then, on and off, and have redesigned it about 5 times. So needless to say, the fact that it's actually happening is extremely exciting for us, for myself and for my husband Devin, and for our 2 little kids. I'm sure for anyone who's built a house, it's an extremely exciting process, although from some people I often hear that it's a very stressful and not enjoyable process. We're only a month in. It was actually 1 month exactly yesterday as of filming this, and so far it's been really great. It's been really positive, and we are just like over the moon excited about this experience. And it makes it even more exciting because I am trying to make this house be as sustainable as I possibly can. Where we live in central Alberta, this area is known as oil country. So you can imagine that there is a bit of a contrast between something like oil, which drives our economy, and the movement towards more sustainable resources. So there's a little bit of a clash between those two things. That doesn't mean that this area doesn't have sustainable buildings. I mean, we have in Edmonton, which is the city closest to our property, there are a lot of buildings being constructed that are LEED certified or are certified by another organization. There are some houses, there are some neighborhoods that are like green living or sustainable neighborhoods. So it is something that is beginning to happen. There are certainly parts in the world where it is happening quicker, and there are parts of the world where it's not really happening at all yet. I just want to be someone who's at the forefront of the changes. Even 8 years ago when I was sitting on this piece of land that we hadn't even bought yet, because we actually used to go and visit it before we had bought it because nobody lived there. I remember sitting there thinking that I wanted to build a sustainable home here. I wanted to live off the land. I wanted to protect the land. I don't feel that we own this property. I feel that we are stewards of it. So I feel like it's something that we take care of and that we preserve. It's not ours. It's its own thing. It's the land. That's what we have always called it. I'm gonna be jumping in and out to explain some of the clips that I'm going to be showing you, which I've been filming over the previous month. And the first clip that I'm going to show you is the first bucket, as Devin likes to call it. So that was day 1, and later on that day, after a bunch of work had been done, Devin and I and our daughters went to go and visit the site, and you'll see what we found when we got there. This is our hole. It's quite spectacular, if I do say so myself. When I got here about 15 minutes ago and I saw this, not gonna lie, I almost cried. And it made a really weird noise, kind of sounded like this. Let's go inside. So this is our basement. So right now I'm in the laundry room / mechanical room. Over there we have a bathroom. 2 bedrooms. One here, one back here. And then this here is the family room, which is gonna walk out back there. As I had mentioned, the build has been a really positive experience so far. There have been a few things that, you know, as with most builds, kind of go a little bit sideways. One of them was an issue with a subcontractor, which Devin dealt with. Another one was to do with the fact that the antique clawfoot tub that I purchased, which is just so beautiful. It's like my dream tub. But yeah, it was too long for the space that was designed for it. When I figured out that it was too big, I believe it was just after the footings had been laid down. So like the basement had already been set, which means the upstairs walls where the bathroom is gonna be had already been set. I was supposed to measure, and in my mind I was going to measure, but I just like also kind of assumed it was gonna be okay. And it wasn't okay, but it turned out fine in the end because my builder, they just moved out the like the insulated concrete forms, that's what our basement walls are made out of. They moved them out just a little bit bigger so that the wall up above on the main floor, which is where the clawfoot tub is, that all would be well. So again, that was taken care of. And then the third thing, which is probably the biggest thing, would be the rain. It has rained so much over the past month. We don't normally have a ton of rain this time of the year. It's not that we don't ever go through rainy periods, but it's been a lot of rain this year. We also have a history in Alberta during the summer of some really awful forest fires, which I know there are other parts of the world that have problems with that as well. All of this rain, I mean, it's good for those types of situations or for preventing those types of situations, but it does, you know, it makes a mess for people in the construction industry. And so I still personally feel that our builders have done an awesome job despite all of the rain. But I know it's been frustrating for them, and it's been frustrating for some of the subcontractors, and it's been really frustrating for Devin as well because he did all the site prep. Him and his dad, actually mostly his dad, dug the hole. They did the backfilling of the basement, so putting all the dirt back around the house. Devin's doing all of the services. So all of these things, you know, the rain puts a damper on it. Can you hear my kids screaming? And then something else that I want to mention before we jump into the next clip of the past month is that I have done so much research about sustainable products and materials. Not that I haven't researched these things before. I mean, that's pretty much what I do. There's the screaming again. That's pretty much what I do on houses and trees. I spend a ton of time researching flooring, researching lighting, fans, researching water sense certified faucets. I spent eons of time researching appliances, which I'll talk about more in another video, but I wanted to mention all of this because I'm going to be putting links to some of the sites that I found helpful while doing my research down in the description below. And then I also wrote about some of the stuff that I found in blog posts. So I'm going to just go down there and you'll just find a whole bunch of information. And if there's anything that you specifically are wondering about, then yeah, just again, leave me a comment and I will try and find that information out for you. My older daughter is giving my younger daughter a horsey ride just like over here. I feel like it's gonna end really badly. So this next clip I took when I was out with my builder looking at different products and materials for our house.
Today I just spent the whole day shopping for eco-friendly finishes for our new house at stores that are not known for being eco-friendly. That doesn't mean that their products aren't. Everyone that I dealt with today was absolutely professional, but they don't always know about the sustainability side of things because that's not something that is necessarily that people that they're normally coming in is necessarily as concerned about as I am. Something that's cool is that they did talk a bit about how a lot of the contractors and the builders that they've been working with that are doing like LEED certified building, that they have certain specifications of the products that those individuals need, and so that's kind of where their knowledge for that comes from. But for just kind of the average person coming in who are just building or renovating their home, yeah, I think I impressed them with my knowledge, which made me feel pretty good. Yeah, you can see right behind me, fireplace stove world. That's where we started our day off at because we picked out our wood burning fireplace today. I also wanted to give a quick little glimpse of what the inside of my car looks like right now because you can absolutely tell that I am building a house. Got our new sign right here because we had to get a new address because our land has never had any structures or anything on it before. This is this is the color of the cabinet that we're getting, but it's not the style. We're just getting the very flat shaker style cabinets, and this is from a local cabinet maker in Spruce Grove, which is right near where we live. He supplies eco-friendly cabinets. This here is all of my stuff with my laptop, my notebook. These are all of the printouts of like our house drawings and of all the tile that I was looking at. I got some steel roofing, because we're gonna go with a steel roof. See, there we go, it says roof. That's the color of roof that I want, right there. And empty kids' car seats, because they are not with me right now, but I'm gonna go pick them up. Much as I love them, like, oh my goodness, I would have not gotten anything done.
For this next clip, I just wanted to talk very briefly about ICF, or insulated concrete forms. So this is the material that our basement is built out of. If you aren't familiar with ICF, basically they're like styrofoam blocks that you pour the concrete down inside of, and the styrofoam acts as it holds the concrete in place, and then it also provides insulation around the concrete. So there's debate on how environmentally friendly ICF really is. The reason that ICF is considered to be a sustainable material, by some at least, is because it is highly insulating. So it's really good to prevent energy loss. I use the Built Green Canada website, which I will link to below, for a lot of just further information on different products and materials to use for our home. You can actually hire a Built Green builder and have your home be Built Green certified. We decided not to go that route, and I actually have a blog post talking about why we didn't go that route. So on the Built Green website, it breaks down all of the different sections and the different materials that you would be awarded points for, and then you have to have a certain amount of points to be certified as Built Green. So for Built Green, they award you points, and ICF basements, you're awarded 3 points. There's so many conflicting opinions in the realm of sustainability. I really just try to do my best, and that's what I advise on my blog. It's pretty much what I talk about. Is not about being perfect. It's not about always choosing the right thing. It's about trying your best and really thinking before you make choices, doing lots of research, doing all of your reading, and then using your own personal capabilities for critical thought, which I know we all have. What was I talking about again?
So this is the aftermath of all the rain that we got. It's a little bit squishy. Today is Saturday, and by Monday, if it doesn't rain anymore, we should be proceeding to our insulated concrete forms for our basement walls.
Okay, and for the last clip that I am going to share with you, I wanted to end things off on a sunny note, which was the day that we went to visit the site, and our concrete slab in the basement had been poured, so we actually were, for the first time, able to walk inside the house where there's more than just a dirt floor or a mud floor, as you previously saw. Yeah, where there was actually like a hard floor, and there were walls, and we could start to visualize the interior of the space. So this was the basement space, and it was really cute. I was showing my daughters kind of where all the different rooms were, and they were running around pretending to play in the rooms, and they're just really excited, which just makes everything even more exciting for us that they are looking forward to this as well.
Today is probably the first truly beautiful summer day that we've had so far. This is kind of a classic Alberta summer day. And look what we have here. We have a basement floor.
So that's it for episode 1. Coming up in the next episode, you're going to be seeing this hole in the ground with the slab and the walls turning into something that looks like a real house. The really exciting parts are about to come, and I'm going to be sharing all of that with you. So please make sure that you subscribe to my channel so that you get the notification when I put out a new episode. You could also subscribe to my blog, because I post all of my videos on my blog as well. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Who is so cute? Okay, shoo, shoo. Take your sister.